ancient times, in the city of Athens, there was a law which allowed the fathers to force their daughter to marry whomever they pleased. In the event a daughter refused to obey the command of her father by not marrying the boy of his choice, the was empowered to put his daughter to death. While such a law was prevalent, Aegeus, an old man, approached the Duke of Athens complaining that his daughter Hermia did not want to marry the young man of his choice, Demetrius, because she was in love with another young man, Lysander. Hermia said to the Duke that Demetrius loved her friend Helena, so she did not want to steal her friend's love. However, the Duke could not change the law. He gave 4 days time to Hermia and said that she would be put to death on the 4th day if she refused to marry Demetrius. Lysander and Hermia met each other. They decided to go to Lysander's aunt's place, who lived at a distance from Athens, where the cruel law was not applicable. They decided to meet in the wood. Hermia told about her plan to Helena, who in turn told the same to Demetrius. In the woods lived the fairies. Oberon was the king and Titania was the queen. At night, the king and queen were quarreling over the issue of a changeling boy. The king decided to teach the queen a lesson. He called his private servant Puck and ordered him to fetch the flower. When the juice of this flower was put on the eyelids of a sleeping person, the person would become fond of the person she saw when he or she woke up. Oberon wanted to put the juice of the flower on the eyelid of sleeping Titania and then make her become fond of a strange creature. Meanwhile, Oberon saw Demetrius and Helena. Helena was expressing her love while Demetrius was rejecting her. Oberon was fond of flowers. As such, he asked Puck to drop the juice of the flower on sleeping Demetrius so that on waking up he saw Helena and started loving her. About the same time, Lysander and Hermia also reached the woods. After walking for some distance, they felt tired and slept. Puck mistook Lysander as Demetrius and poured the juice into his eyes. Moreover, by chance, Helena came there, and after waking up, Lysander at first saw Helena and started expressing his love for her. Helena became quite upset, as she loved Demetrius and not Lysander. Moreover, Oberon had got the hint that Puck had made a mistake. Therefore, when he saw Demetrius sleeping, he poured the juice on his eyes. On waking up by chance, Demetrius saw Helena and started loving her. Both Demetrius and Lysander fell in love with Helena and decided to fight with each other so as to get Helena. Even Helena and Hermia also started quarreling with each other. Oberon knew about the misunderstanding that had taken place because of the juice of the flower. He asked Puck to drop the juice of the another flower on the sleeping Lysander eyes so that the charm was negated, and when he woke up he started loving his old love, Hermia. Meanwhile, Oberon charmed the sleeping Titania and presented a strange creature in front of her. When she woke up, she started loving the strange creature. Oberon forced Titania to give her the changeling boy, which she did not refuse. Later, he revoked the spell cast on Titania. Moreover, Puck amended his mistake, and eventually Demetrius started loving Helena and Lysander started loving Hermia. In the meantime, Aegeus also reached the woods in pursuit of Hermia. He came to terms with reality and decided to marry Hermia and Lysander on the 4th day from that time. being the same day on which Hermia had been condemned to lose her life. Oberon and Titania also became very happy.